Can you remember a game like this that was decided in the last
We've had
seconds?
games, it seems like every time we play Ricketts like this, something. They've banked a couple in to beat us. So, they told me when I got in the business that it all evens out. I think he still owes me a couple.
Not easy to come back when you're 6 down, though, isn't it, with a million or so?
No, in particular, we don't have the ability really to press, so. We just had to get the ball to Casey, out of timeout. He got a pretty good look when we ran a special for him. He got a pretty good look in the corner, didn't go down. I think we rebounded that, and then we ran a special for him or KJ, and they switched and stayed with Casey, so he didn't get a shot. KJ, I thought, had a really good look, top of the key, and didn't go down.
Talk a little bit about Kevin's performance.
Kevin was terrific. He was absolutely terrific. He really, really rebounded the basketball. He's had a lot of really good rebounding games, but that was special. He kept us in the game. He and Cam did a good job. In the second half, John did a much better job. He made shots. He was really, really good. He played really hard. I mean, Kevin never has to come out. He has to come out today. He was winded.
I know you try to help officials during the game. Were you surprised the foul was called with less than a second, 90 feet from the
foul's a foul. You foul somebody, you foul somebody.
I agree, but were you surprised?
And there were a lot of calls I was surprised about. Let's be honest. I was talking to Johnny when I got technical. I was surprised about a lot of calls.
Okay. Huge rebounding margin today. Louisville, not a very good rebounding club. Do they make up for it in steals and turnovers?
They're not a very good rebounding team. They are. I mean, any team that Rick coaches is going to be good at all them things. They just we rebounded today for whatever reason. I thought we did a pretty good job of getting where we're supposed to go. I don't know how anybody can say they're not a good rebounding team when they have Terrence Jennings and the size and the athleticism that they have. They're a good rebounding team.
I think they only ranked 12th in the league, rebounding margin.
They shoot low threes.
You got any idea who, if somebody said, give me one team you think's going to win the tournament? If it's not yours, who would you say?
Well, smart money would be Pitt.
I'm sorry?
Smart money would be Pitt. They've been the best team through
6
the
wins.
schedule.
Top 25. 6 wins.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
Well, we've played the best schedule in the history of the school. You wouldn't know it. That very rarely gets put out there, but it's the best schedule in the history of the school.
Is this top 20?
This year's?
Michael Ferdale.
It's going to be
toughest schedule that WVU's ever played.
There isn't any question. It's not even close. We're going to have either the first or second best schedule.
Back in the 50s, they played some pretty tough schedules, too.
Mick, it isn't close. It isn't close. It isn't close. Go back and look it up. It's not close. The people that we've played, it's not close. They never played that many ranked teams.
Coach, do you think it can be a funny game where for like 38 minutes a guy could just be having a bad day and then all of a sudden it clicks on and guy hits a shot, guy hits some free throws?
I think Casey didn't. Casey just shot the ball, didn't worry about it. I think the last two, it was more. He shot it in a rhythm. I think he's hadn't shot it very well since the Syracuse game, and he kind of worries about it too much instead of just jumping up and shooting it.
You guys scored 26 points off free throws today. It seemed like almost needed every single one of them to win this game.
Well, but the truth of the matter is we put ourselves in trouble. We turned the ball over, and it wasn't against press, really. It was just, we turned the ball, Joe turns it over twice. And then Truck comes down, I think, one series after that and turns it over. And you turn it over, those are live balls. Live ball turnovers kill you. Live ball turnovers lead to transition the other way. And we had the 6. We had a wide open look at 3. We stop when we come down, have another wide open look at 3. It could have went from 6 to 12. We make a couple of shots, which we did, and then we come down and turn the ball over. And that's the emphasis that you make is you don't, and Rick does a great job of getting his guys to get live ball turnovers. But yeah, it's anybody. You can't throw the ball to people for layups. When we created our own problems that way.
Well, when you got a kid like Chuck who struggled some during the game, and is going to shoot some important free throws, did you talk to him before? Did you say anything to him?
No, I said shoot it in so we can get out of here. That's what I said. I told him
get out of here so you can get out of here.
Yeah, and I tell you how much he listens. I told him to miss the second one, which he did.
He tried.
He tried. Yeah, he tried.
Is that kind of an indication of the way this season's going, though, that he tries to miss a foul shot and it bounces in, but it still works out for you? Okay.
We maybe ought to try to miss more.
Coach, you get 20 wins in the regular season against, as you said, either the first or second toughest schedule in the country. Where does that accomplishment sit with you in terms of importance?
I've done this. I don't do that. It's everybody wants you to reflect. I'm not very reflective. I told you when I was a kid growing up, man, I'm going to play. I'm in this guy's pickup truck. He didn't have a rear view mirror. And I said, Phil, you don't have a rear view mirror? He said, we ain't going backwards, boys. I don't live my life going backwards.
If I may then, if you go back a couple weeks, sorry. Turn your head a little bit, I guess. You weren't going as well as you're going right now. You're trying to do some things then to get yourself right. What were you trying to do, and where do you see yourself right now with what's worked since then?
Well, I think the biggest change is playing Truck and Joe together more. I was afraid to do that because, those are our 2 ball handlers, and I didn't want to get them in foul trouble. But they've done a pretty good job of staying out of foul trouble. But I think playing those 2 guys together, we pass the ball better with those 2 guys in the game.
Do you believe in momentum at all? Because not only this game, but a couple wins in a row, but the way this game played too, it's a nice boost.
Yeah, I do. I think that we played Georgetown last year for the tournament championship, and we win and they lose, and then they had played 4 games and they came out very flat. I think probably in the NCAA tournament where I thought it gave us a great deal of momentum. And I thought we played with a lot of confidence and a lot of swagger. Yes.
John Flowers didn't do anything to disprove your theory that he's the best defensive player in the league today.
Well, I don't know if it's a theory. I think he is the best defensive player in the league. He's the most versatile defender in the league, and I think he's the best defender in the league. How many other guys can guard Preston Knowles for a good portion of the game and then guard Terrence Jennings? There's not guys that are that versatile. Not just guard them, but do a good job on them.
He blocked 6 shots today, and 12 rebounds, and just seemed to do everything right at the right time.
Those guys really wanted to win, and not that they've done it, they don't all the time, but they wanted to go out, I think, in the right fashion.
Considering the makeup of this team, you would conceive of a better scenario than having Kevin Jones play one of his best games and then Casey hitting at the end and Truck stealing, as far as confidence points especially.
Mitch, honestly, they believe they can win. If you don't think you can win, you shouldn't play.